TopMedTalk.
Well, hello, welcome to TopMedTalk. I'm Andy Cumpstey, and it's a real pleasure to be back here at UCL in London at the Evidence-Based Perioperative Medicine World Congress. And it's an even bigger pleasure to be welcomed back by Joff Lacey, who has been on TopMedTalk, 3 or 4 years ago now, Joff?
Yeah, I think, in fact, maybe even slightly more, but certainly 4 years ago, yeah. And I've been away from the team for a while, but it's nice to be back here, so thanks.
Brilliant to have you back. Thanks for joining us for this event. It's great to be back on the headsets again. So go and tell everyone, where have you been?
Well, I've been in Australia for the last 3 and a bit years. So I was in Melbourne, living and working there at the Alfred Hospital and at the Peter Mac Hospital, so the Cancer Specialist Hospital in Melbourne, and then came back towards the end of last year. And then, now back at EBPOM after many, many years, so that's great.
So back now at St George's in London.
That's correct, yeah.
And still got the strong background in perioperative medicine.
Yeah.
And a former perioperative medicine fellow, I believe, from UCL as well.
Yep, I did the perioperative medicine fellowship and the MSc based at UCL, and I think we're going to have a chance to talk to Dave Walker about the options available to people in that later during the conference, so that'd be great.
That'd be good to got that conversation coming up.
And still, love the perioperative medicine space, and particularly at conferences like this where you get the multidisciplinary input and chat from all different walks of medicine and healthcare and how we can improve the care for our highest risk patients. So it's great.
And it's the first day of EBPOM today. So Great to be here at the big event that, if you like, is probably the home of TopMedTalk, where it all started many, many years ago. Already some fantastic speakers have started this morning, and we've been really lucky to plan quite a lot of exciting conversations, I think, over the next few days. Any highlights for you coming up in the things we've got planned?
I'm really looking forward to having a chat. There's a session I know on mitochondrial function and physiological decline during neoadjuvant treatments for cancer, and how we can try and kind of optimize those patients with prescription exercise and potentially other kind of pharmacological interventions that, definitely in the pipeline, but are hopeful for the future. So that'll be a really interesting chat. And I think we've got Malcolm West coming from Southampton for that. Yeah, and then also Colleen Dean, who's a lab-based biomedical scientist,
exactly.
Which will be a really interesting chat. Yeah,
fantastic. We've got, again, shared decision-making is another common topic we talked about a lot on TopMedTalk before, but I'm really looking forward to the session we've got planned following that part of the conference, where we're going to have a patient representative, so Bob Evans, who's speaking about his experiences of shared decision-making around his prostate cancer journey, but he'll be joining us with a clinician's perspective from Deborah Lung, but also the policymaker's perspective from Alf Collins. So that's going to be a really interesting mix of people looking at that journey.
All different aspects to that.
Yeah, so that'd be quite good. And then hopefully, again, John Whittle is a name that many people would know from TopMedTalk before, but he's going to join us with Mark Edwards and talk about some European and American heart guidelines and how to sort of manage perioperative cardiac risk, particularly the non-cardiac surgical patient.
Indeed, yeah.
So a bit of an interesting conversation there. And then it'd be really good, actually, if we can manage to get some of the abstract presenters who are going to speak later today, this afternoon at the conference. I'm not sure which ones will or won't want to join us, but there's, I think, 10 or 12 really exciting presentations there covering audits, research, quality improvement, service evaluations.
Yeah, that's always a great area, isn't it? Because you get so many different projects and topics covered in those abstract sessions. It'd be nice to cover some of those for our listeners who haven't been able to make it to the conference in person.
And then we've got some more breaking trials coming out, so an update on the Danger Shock trial that we can hear about in the next coming days. And then finally, one of the conversations that we're going to be doing finally, there's a lot of other conversations happening at the conference, but always a big thing alongside this conference is the Perioperative Quality Initiatives, or the POQI events. And they've been happening now for a number of years. We're going to hear a bit more about that journey, some of the publications that have been coming out, and some of the more recent ones. And I think it was just this weekend that the latest POQI took place, looking specifically at nutrition and surgery school interventions.
Yeah, fabulous.
So we've got Andy Shaw and Imogen and Denny coming to chat to us about that. So it's a really exciting few days ahead.
Yeah, absolutely, kind of jam-packed program with lots to offer. So an exciting few days ahead.
It's great to have you back with us. Looking forward to some conversations on the headsets.
Thank you very much.
And really excited to see what happens with the rest of the conference at EBPOM at the World Congress. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. Come and join us for the rest of the conversations here in London. You'll find us, as always, on our app, on our website, on our social media channels. And join the conversation.
Thank you.
TopMedTalk.
Thanks for downloading TopMedTalk.
Don't forget to subscribe, check us out on YouTube, and of course on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook and X. Also, it's important to remember that TopMedTalk is the broadcasting arm of EBPOM, Evidence-Based Perioperative Medicine. We'd love you to find out more about that, and the way to do that is ebpom.org. Check out our website and find out about some of the incredible conferences we're going to be arranging across the year. ebpom.org.